This one is a fun one. I put this one up on Facebook and it got a lot of love. 14 massively underrated real estate agent skills. These are sometimes overlooked, and I would like you to pay attention to these and say, hey, look, which ones am I great at and which ones do I need to focus on? Pick one that you can focus on, that you can improve on. And as I'm reading these, I'll tell you which one I think is my strength and my weakness as well. So here we go. I'm Tristan. This is Your Daily Real Estate. It's a podcast. It's a show, 5 minutes every day for your benefit. So please share this with somebody you think will love it and subscribe to the weekly newsletter in the description. Here we go. 14 massively underrated real estate agent skills. Number one, being easy to work with for clients, lenders, and other agents. Man, that's probably my strength right there. It's funny. I wrote that one down because it's my strength first, obviously. But man, like I can count in my hands the agents that are not easy to work with and that I probably don't ever want to work with if I could help it. But I surround myself with agents that make my life easier and my clients easier because they're truthful, they're transparent, they want to help you, they want to help their clients while still helping their clients. Right? There's two ways of running this business. One, you could just go against everything on the other side of this, make it really difficult for the other agent and the other buyer or seller. Or you can still protect your client and still make it amazing to work with you. You decide. I know which one I want. Number two, comfortable asking questions and admitting what you don't know. That's a very underrated sometimes because you can ask questions, but sometimes you run the risk of saying, man, did I just look stupid with my client? Trust me, your client wants to know you're doing a great job, and that when you don't know the answer, you're going to go get it. Same with the agent that you're working with on the other end. Number three, treating every client, no matter the price point, with equal respect. That's a tough one. I learned that lesson, I think it was about 16 years ago. It was a mobile home lead that I got that turned into a multi-million-dollar purchase because the son who was buying the manufactured home didn't end up finding anything that he liked, and then went to his grandma, and his grandma said, listen, son, buy anything you want. And so they bought a duplex in Santa Barbara for $2.5 million. Number four, protecting your time by setting clear boundaries for calls, showings, and meetings. Now, this one was a big weakness of mine as I was starting off in this business. And depending on where you're at in your business, I would say, it may be controversial, but I would say, look, listen, you don't have the luxury of having boundaries. You need to make things happen. You're going to have to go all in on this. And I was showing property really late at night. I was writing up offers until super late at night, talking to clients, texting them. I had to make it happen. It was part of doing this for the first time ever and building up a database, clientele, right? My brand. But depending on where you're at some point, you should set some boundaries for you, if this is you, to protect your mental health, to give yourself time to do other things that are good for you, like working out, like being with your family, right? Going places with friends or going to church, whatever it is for you, right? That's important. Number five, focusing on closing and client satisfaction, not just looking busy, man, prioritizing. Agents are so good at looking busy, but in reality, is what you're doing actually going towards your bottom line, short-term, long-term? Think about that. Number six, taking time to help colleagues in your office or network. Man, that one right there, when I first started, I started in this business when things were transitioning to online, when Facebook came out of nowhere, when Zillow came out of nowhere, when DocuSign was being used, right? And I just happened to come in at that time, and I was the one that was helping everyone in my office. I was the go-to person. So, of course, they would then send me people that I teamed up so many times with luxury clients, for them with land, with short sales, with so many different opportunities because I was helping people. I was right in the mix of it. That one's awesome. Number 7, writing emails, texts, and listings in simple, plain language clients can understand. This one, very relevant because I see a lot of you just using ChatGPT. And when you're using it, you're still not saying, hey, use natural language, make it simple and yet engaging. That one's easy. Number 8, showing empathy during stressful moments like inspections or negotiations. Some of you come in really strong during these moments, and that's the opposite. People want you to, if you're dealing with them and you're helping them, they want to know that you're on their side. They want to have confidence in you, that you can make it happen, and that you understand them emotionally, because a lot of the times this is their first time, or this is the time that they've maybe done it 2-3 times ever in their life, right? So that's an important one, right? Number 9, confidently saying no to deals or clients that are not the right fit. I learned this late in my real estate life. I wish I learned it earlier, but I'm like, I can help them. They're not that bad. And they end up being absolutely insane. I had one client yell at me, full on yell at me. And everyone could hear them in the escrow office blaming me for the loan that they were getting. And it was out of control. And I knew this person was tough to start with. Man, that was a learning lesson. Number 10, learning skills outside of sales like marketing, tech, and negotiation. This is an important one. I'd probably put that one closer to the top of the things that you need to be doing if you're not doing them, but massively underrated in some cases, because we're taught coming into this business that we need to know the laws and the ins and outs of the contracts. Very important, right? But they don't usually go over negotiations and marketing with us, sometimes tech. But marketing and negotiations, man, that is definitely a priority. This is why we're focusing on it a lot in our brokerage at White Realty. I'm like, hey, I need to solve for this for our agents. All right, now number 11, owning your mistakes with clients and fixing them fast. Like if you made a mistake, just say, hey, Joanne, listen, this is on me. I am so sorry. I missed this one. This one's completely on me, right? It's a little scary to do that. And there are sometimes some ramifications to it. So it gets scarier, right? That one, definitely go to your brokerage for that one before you own up to a mistake and then you get into bigger problems. Your brokerage can help you out with that one. Number 12, following up after showing, open houses, and client check-ins. That's underrated, massively underrated. In fact, that should be number 1. Follow up after a showing, an open house, and client check-ins. Man, this is the one. This is how you get more business. Number 13, reading between the lines of what clients say versus what they really want. I learned this one probably 11 years ago. It was really apparent to me. It was a mentor I had. His name was Corky Housley. He was a lender that I teamed up with for many years, and he passed away. But he said, Tristan, listen to what they say. No, sorry, he goes, Tristan, listen to what they mean, not what they say. Listen to what they mean, not what they say. That one was burned into my brain because it's exactly that. It's like a lot of people will say something, but they don't really mean that. As you ask questions, you uncover what it really is, right? So that one's massively underrated because you'll move faster. Number 14, absorbing client pressure and stress instead of passing it on. This is probably number 1 for most agents because, man, I talk to some of you and it's like you're yelling at me and we haven't even started talking fully. So Take time to transition from client to client. Take a deep breath, relax. But that one's massively underrated because I think that one goes in with number one, which is being easy to work with your clients, with lenders, and with other agents. Anyway, if you need this list, these are the 14 massively underrated real estate agent skills. Have an awesome day.